At guard, at 6'5" from Arizona State,
He's been making plans for Memorial Day. I'd rather.
You give yourself an opportunity.
And for $53,000 today, the average price is over.
Stayed connected throughout the entire possession.
But both of these teams, there are nights they put up tremendous offensive numbers as Jared Allen gets inside. Wade the rebound, brings it back out. But defense has really been the catalyst in some of their big victories. James Harden floats it up and in. And the first points of the game. Harden has always played well here, and he's always played well against the Knicks. This is the first time he's faced them in a playoff situation. It's only the 5th playoff meeting between these two teams. The first 4 were all in the first round. Towns comes up way short. Allen with a rebound.
Well, he might have got bumped there, but he's got to play through that bump.
Mobley has Bridges on him. Takes advantage, but comes up short. Bridges not happy with the block. You know, when Mobley's at his best, they go from being a really good team to an elite team. What's the most important thing, Richard, he does for this squad?
I think
12 boards, 6 assists, couple of steals, couple of blocks. Just did a little bit of everything. And one of the key matchups right here, Jalen Brunson, Dean Wade. Dean Wade has turned into a very good defender, especially with his size and length. Towns guarded by Mobley, former Defensive Player of the Year. Brunson gets free from Harden. His first shot off the mark. Mitchell grabs it. Harden to Mobley, left wide open. Three-pointer from Mobley, can't get it. And then Bridges goes high for the rebound.
Mobley has shot that better in the playoffs than he did in the regular season.
Towns and Bridges. Bridges, the floater's up and good. Mikal Bridges, who started in a lot of rough areas to begin the playoffs, has been excellent over the last several games. Good harassment from Hart and a backcourt violation. He forces the turnover. Mitchell on the switch. Towns trying to get free. Mitchell guarding him. Now Allen helps out. Brunson, little hesitation, leans in, spins, layup, can't get it to go. Sweet move, but couldn't finish.
I think he surprised himself that he was that open coming out of that spin. That's a lot of length to try to get to your mid-range over with Evan Mobley in front of you.
Harden to Wade. Wade up top. Mitchell, nice fake. Three-pointer's good. Donovan Mitchell, who grew up 45 minutes outside of New York City in Elmsford, New York, and Westchester County. And it's 45 minutes if it's not 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning and there's no construction on the West Side Highway.
How long does it take then?
Takes a long time. Downs backing in, spins. Mobley, excellent defense. What a start defensively right now for these Cavaliers. Bridges, and foul on the pass.
Agree, and look, that's going to determine a lot for the Knicks because of the way they're running their offense now. They need a little bit more freedom of movement off the ball to continue to hum at the rate that they have been.
Towns turns it over. Mitchell in the open floor, so dangerous. Gets inside, left-handed layup is good. Donovan Mitchell, a couple of buckets and an early 6-point lead for the Cavs. Bridges pulls up, Allen in his face. Fight for the rebound. Towns had it, lost it. Goes out of bounds, last touch. Towns to Brunson. Brunson the floater. There's the assist for Karl Anthony Towns.
And they set that back screen with Brunson, the flex screen on the baseline. If you're going to switch that, you have to make sure you're on the inside defensively. The Cavs with a mistake right there.
Mitchell off the bounce, banks it home. An aggressive Donovan Mitchell, already 3 for 3 from the field.
He's aggressive, but he's not moving quickly. Even in that transition where he got the steal, he's just picking his spots. He's looking for those angles. Sometimes when you're aggressive, you can have a tendency to go a little too fast.
Towns looking. Mobley looking up at the ball. Hart gets a clean look. Three-pointer. That misses. Mobley the rebound. Knicks have started slowly, shooting the ball 0 for 4 from 3 and 2 of 8 overall. They have been the best three-point shooting team percentage-wise in the postseason. Ball poked away, but Mobley gets it back. Mobley showing some skills. Deflected by Anunoby. Still Cavs ball, not there with him. Hart and Mitchell are very good friends, as is Brunson and Mitchell. Mitchell pulls up, shot, won't go, Bridges the rebound. Is that hard when you're playing against somebody that you're really good friends in terms of, do you lose a little bit of an edge even in big games?
No, absolutely not. All we want is bragging rights as players.
I would have loved to light Richard up when I got the opportunity.
He said friends, Legs. He said friends. That when you're playing against your friends.
Josh Hart way off the mark. 0 for 5 from 3 for the Knicks. Bridges trying to put some pressure on Harden. Harden drives, can't finish. Towns the rebound. Finds Brunson.
I think Harden that time is caught in between, trying to flip it over the front of the rim or shoot it off the glass.
Anunoby spins, trying to draw a foul. And we'll have a timeout. Yeah, well, Jalen Brunson again, he was grabbing his mid-sec first 5 minutes. This is the Cavs defense.
Paying attention to every detail. Look, is some of this rushed with his shooting? Maybe a little bit. But for me, this is more about the Cavs. They're not making any mistakes in their communication for the most part.
Shot clock winding down. Towns blocked by Allen. Here comes Harden the other way. Jarrett Allen, great timing. Harden, Sam Maryland, Max Strus, his first shot can't get it to fall. Hart the rebound. Hart's been amongst the NBA's leading rebounders in the postseason, over 9 a game. Brunson, good screen set by Hart. Clean look, Brunson.
And they're going to have to get those bigs up. He missed the 3 earlier there. He's not only able to reject the screen and get downhill, he's shooting a free throw jumper open.
Wade misses, had an open look. Allen the offensive rebound. Towns on him, flips it up. Shot can't go. Anunoby the rebound.
Knicks dodged one there. They did not have a matchup in transition as Josh Hart goes the other way. Cavs with their first real breakdown off the dribble.
Hart excellent in transition and finishing. Allen to Wade. Wade to Merrill. Merrill's had some huge games. Merrill back out Strus. Shot clock at 4 for James Harden. Bridges on him. Harden drives, gets into the paint. The floater's up and no good. Harden gets his own rebound, poked away, picked up by Wade. Back out Merrill, his first shot. And Allen a rebound, and a loose ball foul is going to go against Karl Anthony Towns. Will come on. Deuce McBride as well. With 5:06 remaining here in the first. One of the keys of success for the Knicks this year, their bench has been very productive.
And Mitchell Robinson has dominated this team on the glass. 18 minutes in the 2 games he played, on average 14.5 rebounds in those 18 minutes of those 2 games.
Harden one-on-one with Bridges. Robinson there to help. Picks it up top. Strus off the bounce. Corner to Schroeder. Wide open 3 is good. And a Schroeder with the second 3-pointer for the Cavs.
Tough spot for Mitchell Robinson. He's in the corner on a shooter. His natural inclination is always going to be to run to the paint. You don't leave a strong side corner shooter, but that's a center out there you're asking to do that.
Brunson guarded by Schroeder. One-on-one. Brunson likes that matchup. Shot won't go. In the MVP since he came to New York as a free agent. This is his 4th year now. And has put up incredible playoff numbers year after year. Tonight's upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. NBC Peacock tomorrow. Spurs and Brunson once again amongst the NBA playoff league leaders in scoring. Almost 27.5 per game. 3-point Cavs lead. Neither team shooting the ball well early on. Robinson with the steal. Great anticipation. McBride to Bridges. Bridges inside, layup. It's good. Mitchell Robinson, an impact right off the bench.
That's just a careless pass by James Harden. He threw that 30-35 feet in the air. Mitchell Robinson, great job playing the passing lane. Knicks with transition.
Harden has had some excellent games, but he's also had some games where he's turned it over. Strus off the bounce. Schroeder gets a clean look from 3. And Robinson the rebound.
And you can see that the Knicks pressure is already bothering the Cavs. They're running their offense out at half court and struggling.
Brunson gets inside and banks it home, and a quick timeout from Kenny Atkinson. And the first standing. He has changed and saved millions of lives. Bridges on the steal. Bridges on the flush. And the Knicks defense now turning it up a few notches. 8 straight points. They're up 3. Dennis Schroeder Floater won't go. Robinson the rebound. Schroeder guarding Robinson. They played each other last year in the first round when Schroeder was with the Pistons. And Brunson knocks it down. He's got 10 points now. And all of a sudden the Knicks with a 5-point lead.
And he's got a different feel when it's Schroeder. He's not as worried about the size closing on him from behind in that mid-range area.
A travel call on. It's Strus, Mobley, Mitchell, Wade, and Schroeder for the Cavs. Mitchell gets in the paint, goes around. Alvarado banks it home. Good quick spin move.
Boy, that is so nice right there. That extra step at the end. He could have shot a little floater, but he is so good changing directions around the rim to get himself an even easier shot.
Clarkson, a former Cav, spins, kicks it back up top. Alvarado back to Clarkson. Gets in the paint. Hart wide open. Towns tips it, trying to hold on, but cannot. They go down the other way. Half their shots have been three-pointers, and they're a combined 3 for 24. Mobley can't get that to fall. Hart the rebound. Strus trying to pressure, some contact. Hart races up the floor, kicks it out. Alvarado off the bounce. Floater's good. Jose Alvarado, the New York City native, acquired midseason. And a 7-point Knick lead.
Well, somebody's going to blow the lid off the basket from the three-point line. The Cavs better hope it's them first, because I actually think shot quality's been pretty good.
Boy, that's a nice move from Mobley. Did not settle for the three and banks it home beautifully. Well, first field goal for Evan Mobley. Towns cuts inside, layup's good.
And that's just too easy if you're the Cavs. That's a simple cut. There wasn't any pressure up there. And look, Karl Anthony Towns, whoever it is, you just can't give easy buckets to this Knick offense, especially the way they've been playing.
Schroeder's going to try a three. Can't get it to fall. Just awful three-point shooting from both teams. A spin move from Hart and the banker.
And that's Josh Hart. Understand, there's one shot blocker on the floor. He's trailing the play. Evan Mobley behind the play. Josh Hart just physically overwhelms to get to the rim.
Mobley drives on Clarkson. Clarkson trying. Now Towns helps him. Mobley, the spin move, and lays it up and in.
Well, that's what he should have done on the first try. He goes in there, goes physical, meets contact, and almost gets a turnover throwing it out.
And Hart having his way down low. He said, look at my headband. I got hit in the head. So Hart, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Schroeder on the drive, left-handed, can't get it. Towns the rebound. Cavaliers shooting 31% from the field and 2 of 14 from 3 with 5 turnovers. Towns a 3, in and out. Again, Wade as well, and Keon Ellis is going to get some time. Ellis has not played a lot in the playoffs, not major minutes. He was acquired with Schroeder during the midseason and had some really good games during the regular season.
Yeah, he's a good player, and Kenny Atkinson said he was going to have to expand his rotation with them coming off that 7-game series, back-to-back 7-game series. He was going to give some guys a little bit of run here in the first half and then sort of play it by ear depending on who has a rhythm in the second half.
He's played 9 games, but he's only averaging about 7 minutes a game. Wade, wide open three-pointer, got it. Yeah, boy, the Cavs needed that one. Being Wade with his first field goal. And despite the runs, the Knicks lead is only 6.
Well, and that's the scary thing, is that both teams have had great looks. If either team gets it going from 3 first, that could be the difference.
Keon Ellis, by the way, he can defend as Alvarado goes right at him, and another floater. Alvarado off the bench with a couple of buckets.
Well, that's a big Jarrett Allen coming off and showing, but he just continued to back up to the point where Alvarado then has a makeable 8-foot floater.
Harden lost his balance. Shamet in the game, chasing Mitchell. Wade is open. Mitchell, shake and bake, spins right to Alvarado. He grabs it. Now throws it up top to Harden. Shot clock winding down. And another turnover. Again, swarming. That was a key strategy for the brothers.
When did they keep it in?
Sock draw, community sock draw.
Draw? Is that what you're laughing at? When you have 8 brothers, you said you don't know how many's here. He might not know how many he has.
And there you see Johnny Bryant, the assistant coach next to Kenny Atkinson. Johnny Bryant was also an assistant coach here with the Knicks. Brunson back in the game. Jared Allen guarding him. Shamet gets free. Back out to Brunson. Tough catch. Deflected out. Nice play from Merrill. 2.8 to shoot. And Anunoby back in. Shamet, Robinson, Brunson, and Bridges.
And the Cavs can look at this like, hey, we're down 8. We're 3 for 15 from the 3. The problem with that is the Knicks are 1 for 13 from the 3, and they have shot it at over a 40% clip in the postseason, #1 amongst playoff teams.
And nobody's getting to the free throw line. Brunson does not get it off in time. Excellent defense that time from Cleveland. Knicks now with 4 turnovers. So the three-point shooting 1 for 13 for the Knicks, 3 for 15 for the Cavs. And only a combined 5 free throw attempts between the two teams. Harden, floater. Nice soft touch from James Harden, his second field goal.
And James Harden's going to have that. Because of the shooting on the floor, the roll threat of Jared Allen, once he breaks that plane of the first defender, he's going to have that floater. He's got to shoot that more consistently, especially I think it'll help get his three-point shot going.
Again, Jared Allen on Brunson. Brunson trying to find some room. And back.
And while he's not the old leading scorer,
Brunson pokes it away. Harden was double teamed with Bridges and an easy bucket. 7 turnovers have led to 8 points.
And that screen was set so high, Mike. By the way, he's so high that James Harden was trapped literally at the half-court line, nowhere to go, and then he gets stripped.
Nice give and go. Ellis inside. Out of bounds. Officials looking at each other. It's going to go the other way.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, he's got nowhere to go. He's got to be stronger than that. But look, that's a great play defensively. But the spacing is poor, and I think the screen is too high for Harden. I think you get about 10 feet over half court. That's more of an ideal place to set that first screen.
Merrill comes out on Shamet. Shamet puts it on the floor. Falls down. Flips it up. Can't get it. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavs. Mitchell Robinson. Crowd wanted him to shoot the 3. And Anunoby's going to do it from the corner. OG Anunoby with his first points. He has been shooting lights out. Harden to Allen. Allen to Ellis. Ellis inside. And Mitchell Robinson will pick up his first. It's only the 4th and 5th free throw.
And it's time for tonight's DraftKings Player Pulse. Obvious stars here highlighted. You see the starts to both of their nights. DraftKings is the #1 sports book for live betting. Use promo code SPLASH when you sign up.
I'm taking the over in both of those.
Feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, I'm feeling strong. Good, strong start.
Ellis hits the second. Ellis played 29 games during the regular season after the trade from Sacramento, and as we said, played in 9 of the games with very few minutes. And Anunoby off the bounce goes right at Merrill. And a travel. Good defense from Merrill, who was ready to take a charge. Of course, Merrill in game 6.
To force a turnover, that's one of the hardest collisions you are going to see.
And comes right back and knocks down the 3.
He didn't feel it at all. He didn't feel it at all. Show me how bad you want it, and I'll show you Sam Merrill. Eat those charges, do what you got to do, and go out there and get the win.
Merrill got a little emotional as Brunson fires it up. Can't get it to go. Merrill got a little emotional after they made the conference final, and a lot of that was because of his reverence for Donovan Mitchell as Harden answers back. Back-to-back threes for the Cavaliers, and it's a 3-point game. They've scored 8 in a row. And finally, the 3-point. Not to root for. One of the ultimate pros in the league. You know, we've said this before. Throw out all the cliches in terms of who he is. The heart and soul, the X factor.
And all the Cavs want for him is to be aggressive. When he's locked in and focused, It does so much for their team. It puts so much pressure on the other.
7 boards. Game 7 against Toronto in the first round. Had 22 points, 19 rebounds. He is a beloved teammate. And another cliche, he stars in his role. 6th year with the Cavs. He was actually acquired way back in 2021 in that 4-team trade from Brooklyn. And James Harden was involved in that deal, going to Brooklyn. And Allen went from Brooklyn to Cleveland.
And he has a little bit more to his offensive game than he typically shows. He had an entire month this season. They had some injuries. He averaged over 20 points a game, well north of 60% from the field, and showed a little bit of variety to his offense.
Hart drives left-handed, banks it home. Josh Hart once again gets to the rim. Back up by 3. But the Cavs have turned it around nicely after trailing by as many as 11. Harden looks, finds Ellis. Ellis inside to Allen. Allen, little footwork, throws up a wild shot. Mike Brown wanted to travel. And Merrill holds Anunoby down the other end. And it's only that's on the drive, lost it. He got it back. Double team looking. Bridges finds some room. Jumper's good. Mikal Bridges 4 for 5 from the field.
And Mike, that's a great job by Bridges to continue to follow where the basketball went and provided an outlet there.
Oh, Mitchell, and they count it.
See a guy stop that early. He might be just a foot or two past the screen. He stopped. His right foot was actually on the defender side of that screen.
And it's back to a 1-point game. Mitchell with the 13 points. An efficient 13. Towns goes at Mitchell, lost it, got it back to Hart. Hart double team. Bridges goes to the corner, 3-pointer, air ball. And last, an efficient 13. Towns goes at Mitchell, lost it, got it back to Hart. Hart double team. Bridges goes to the corner, 3-pointer, air ball. And last touch by Karl Anthony Towns.
% from 3, 2 for 18, and they are still winning here in the first half. That is a compliment to their defense, and then another turnover there by the Cavs.
James Harden wanted.
I'm not even sure what he said. Did he think he got fouled or he got tipped? Because that ball was 3 rows deep on that cross-court pass.
Another turnover, and Hart fouled as he threw it up.
Foul situation to lead to that turnover, but the ball was inbounded so quickly. Cavs didn't even have a chance to look at it.
Harden has 4 of the 11 turnovers. Knicks back up by 2, just under a minute and a half to go here in the second. Starting to be one of those fingerprint games for Josh Hart. Gets involved in so many different things. Knocks down a couple of free throws. He's in double figures with 10. Only 3 players in double figures. Brunson 12, Hart 10, and Donovan Mitchell with 13. Mitchell goes at Towns. Mobley swings it. Strus off the bounce. Back up top to Mobley. Strus lines up that 3-pointer. It's good. Max Strus from deep, his first field goal. And it's all tied at 44.
That's what ball movement looks like for the Cavs when they're at their best. Ball screen, get it to the opposite side of the floor, keep moving, make the defense chase it.
They're daring Hart to shoot from the outside. Strus runs into Hart. He wanted a whistle. They get it to Anunoby. 5 on the 24. Anunoby against Allen. Steps back. 3-pointers up. Won't go. And Mobley the rebound.
I think Josh Hart had a good point there. Strus ran right through him while he's just standing there looking for a pass.
Nice feet inside, and Allen is mauled. And he'll shoot free throws. The Cavs, who trailed by 11 here in the second, a chance to take the lead. Allen a little shake times with turnovers and poor 3-point shooting.
But these teams don't need to depend on that. They have so much interior presence. They have the ability to drive, obviously getting to the free throw line. Not many free throws shot here in this first half.
RJ, to your point, the Knicks are 17 for 23 on twos. So they're getting some of the spots they love, the drives, the downhill scoring in the paint. They just cannot make a perimeter shot.
And the Cavs regain the lead. A 1-point advantage as we wind down the second quarter. Cavs went up by 7 early. Knicks came back, went up by as many as 11. And now it's Cleveland in front. Brunson on the drive, gets inside, trying to draw some contact, floats it up and in. He's got 14. Shot clock turned off. No fouls to give for the Knicks. Mitchell on the bounce, whips it in the corner. Mobley, the fake, back out Mitchell, three-pointer left side, it's good. Donovan Mitchell nails the three. Bridges down the other end, stolen by Mitchell. He has time to get it off. And that will end the second quarter.